Thomas Armstead here. I was having a great discussion. I can't say after work. We were still at work with a great guy who really knows business and loves to talk about the art and science of sales and marketing, which I, of course, love, and you love. That's why you're here. And he said something to me that, bankers and lenders say to each other all the time. Remember, you have the money. But he said it in a way, he said, my good friend AZ, he said, you are the money. And I was like, whoa. I am the money. And I said to him, you are the money. He was like, I am the money. Talking about himself. And I remember when I first got started in the mortgage business, there were just some people who I was like, that guy, that gal, they are a mortgage. Like I'm thinking about a guy I work for, a manager, really big guy, and I was like, he is a mortgage, like joking around. But when you're thinking about it, it's not who you are as a person. I'm not talking about spirituality. I'm not talking about who you are in terms of your family and your friends. I'm just talking about what you do. And a lot of people say they are what they do from 9 to 5. And some people say I'm not what I do from 9 to 5. I just do what I do from 9 to 5. And for others, it's a hybrid, whether they want to admit it or not, right? So if I'm investment banking, it sounds cool to some people to hear that I'm an investment banker. I remember when I published magazines, it felt cool. It felt good to say I'm a publisher, and I really was. I had magazines on newsstands throughout New York City, right? So it's one of those things where you say, I am something. I am the money. And being a lender, being a money guy, a guy once called me. He said, hey, Tommy, I have a question for you. This is years ago. This is back in 2006. He said, you're a money guy. And he worked in the same building I was working when I was with AmeriQuest in Tarrytown. He said, you're a money guy. And I felt so good because he was coming to me as an expert in finance, right? And this was a guy who was like, oh, it's all about the rate. It was all about the rate. And I was like, well, the rate tells the story. This, that, this, that. He said, you know what? I never thought about it like that. I'm like, yeah, if you want to pay the lowest, pay as many points as possible because, back then they used to have commercials that said 0% interest. Pay as many points as possible. You're buying down the rate. It's prepaid interest. Right? I was like, what do you want to accomplish? Like, what's even the purpose? Are you bored or you have some things to do? And then he started telling me the story, and I was like, there's a story behind the rate. Right? So when he said to me, you're a money guy, and I could back it up, it felt so good. So I love thinking about that in terms of, I am the money. I have the key. Not only do I have the key to the vault, but I am the vault. And as a lender, think about whatever it is you do. You are, when you reach the apex of skill, when you could say it is the acme, Sun Tzu says the acme of skill is not taking a city and destroying it. The acme of skill is when the city surrenders to you without a shot being fired and with an arrow back in his time, right, being shot. If you shoot an arrow, right? It's one of those things where the acme of skill is you are so good at what you do that you become that thing which you do. Like they say that the god of an arrow, back to the arrow analogy, is the tip, because that's directing where the arrow is going, right? You're so good at what you do. People call you that thing which you do. Like, I'm in finance. So when my friend AZ said, you're the money, I'm the money, you're the money, I'm the money. I don't have the key to the vault. I am the vault. I am the money. Whether you're marketing, whether you're sales, whether you're in finance, whether you're selling widgets or planes, you become that thing that you're selling when you have reached the acme of skill, where even though you can always learn new things, your knowledge and your discipline and your commitment is unquestionable. I am the money. You are what you do. Be proud of that. Always strive to be better and better. Have a fantastic day and try to stay cool if you're in New York City, 100 degrees. You know, I got my shirt open. I don't want to show any chest hairs, but have a great day and think about that. You are what you do when you have reached the acme of skill. I am the money. Thank you very much. Bye.